So the situation in the Gulf region in the Middle East is impacting not just the oil vessels, the tanker vessels, but also containerized cargo. Cargo that was supposed to head to the Gulf region, but also just global trade because that area, the Gulf region, is having knock-on impact to other ports and other trade lanes. Here's how technology can help shippers try and understand what's happening to their supply chain, which shipments are impacted, and what they can do about the next shipments. This is the podcast command center. On a click of a button, the customers can see which are the Middle East shipments that are impacted. Again, like I said, there are shipments that are already in the Gulf region which are impacted, the vessels that were heading there, and the vessels which were supposed to go there in the next 2 to 3 weeks. They are also waiting to figure out what's going to happen. Just to go into a few more examples on how the situation is evolving. Here's shipment that was supposed to go from Mundra in India to Jebel Ali, and the shipment is delayed. Of course, the vessel is not operating in that region. There is delay in the departure from Mundra, and this is likely not going to operate for the next few days or more as the situation evolves. Here's another example of a shipment which is headed from Norfolk in the US towards Ajman in the Gulf region via transshipment port of Nhava Sheva in India. What we've been noticing is that there is at least a two week delay already being added because of the delay in the shipment leaving from Norfolk because of all the congestion that's happening and how the situation is evolving. But likely this cargo is going to be stranded in Nhava Sheva because there is no vessel which has been obviously planned to go from Nhava Sheva to the Gulf region. Here's a third example. This is a shipment from Europe into the Gulf region to headed to Sharjah via Abu Dhabi and Tekedug. And again, this there's the vessel has been constantly being changed. There is constant rollover that the liner is planning, and this shipment is likely to be stranded somewhere, and it's not going to get to the Gulf very easily. So the other way how the supply chains are being impacted is there are obviously ships that have been cancelled, more and more blank sailings that we are seeing in the region. And the third is an even bigger impact to global supply chains. This is basically the nearby ports outside of the Gulf region, which have started to see more congestion, more buildup of vessels that are arriving there, more cargo that is being offloaded there, and that's increasing the transit time and the delays for just the global network in supply chain. Here's the example of Mundra, and in the last few days we've been seeing how much delay we're noticing in terms of the vessel arrival, more congestion that's building up. Similarly, for the Southeast Asian region, this is Tanjong Pela Pass, and we're again seeing a build up in the waiting times of vessels. And the third example here is Colombo, which is also seeing vessels increasingly calling Colombo as a transshipment port, offloading cargo there, and waiting for the situation to evolve. So that's basically how the Gulf region is not just impacting cargo that was intended to the Gulf region, but in general, global network and supply chains are impacted as well.